When two people are getting married, they are at the top of their love. They hope that they will have a happy life and enjoy their lives together. Many other times, they tell each other that only death will set us apart. And therefore, the two have it deep within them that they will live happily together. In addition, they both hope that they can be able to bring together families on both sides. At the beginning, this seems very possible, but as time progresses, bringing the in-laws together becomes a very difficult task. Unfortunately, the in-laws come to affect even the marriage that was thriving so well, a marriage that was young, and a love that was very promising. Why do the in-laws cause this drama in young marriages? And how can you tell that the in-laws are becoming so toxic as far as your marriage and relationship is concerned? Number one, making you know that you're not good enough, either for their son or their daughter. We are talking about in-laws on both sides. So this could be the family of the man, or this could be the family of the girl. When it gets to a point that they want to clearly make it known to you that you're not good enough to their daughter, maybe because you are drinking, or maybe because you're not able to meet the financial obligations, then there is a problem. If they make you as a girl understand that you are not a wife good enough for their son because of reasons better known to them, or because you are not able to agree with everything they say, then this is a seed being planted, and the fruits which will come out of it are not good fruits at all. Anytime you hear your in-laws openly telling you that you are not good enough for their daughter, or you are not good enough for their son, that is a red flag. Number two, over-involvement. Any parent takes care of their child, may it be a son or a daughter, with the intention of helping them to get to a higher level of being independent. And by the time they are adults, they are so independent such that they can be able to start a family of their own. Unfortunately, many parents do not let the degree of independence develop in their children. When a child is young, the mother or the father is so involved in their lives. In everything they do, wherever they go, what they think, how they feel, the parent is so involved in that, and there is no problem in that. The problem comes in when the child is growing up and he or she is not getting encouraged to be more independent in their lives. This will come to be evident when this boy or this girl gets in marriage, and now the mother, the father, or even the elder brothers, the elder sisters want to be included in every affair of their marriage. Wanting to be included from A to Z or Z, that is a problem. I agree, a parent can be involved in the life of their child who is married, but not from A to Z. A to Z involvement is too much. And this involvement, many other times, it should be invited, not you inviting yourself to the affairs of this young couple in marriage. when you get to be so much involved in everything, then you are messing up with this young marriage. If this is happening in your marriage, this is another red flag. Number 3, no boundaries. You know, in life, there must be very clear boundaries in all relationships. Every relationship must have very clear boundaries that must be known by the people involved in it and even the external people. Marriage is not an exception. There must be very clear boundaries of how and where one cannot overstep. Because overstepping those boundaries means that someone is becoming too much that you cannot be able to hold it anymore. Let's take, for example, if someone is getting so close even to the bedroom affairs of their children or their brother or their sister, then that is too much. You can't be asking, how are your bedroom affairs? You can't go to the level of even forcing your child to take a loan for you. This child is married and they have a family already. And now, putting them to that point of taking a loan for you, then that is becoming too much. Forcing them maybe to send you some money using manipulation, blackmail, and so on and so forth, that will be overstepping. When in-laws on this side are even saying and doing ill things, then that is getting too far. Because I don't understand, why should my in-laws be interfering with in-laws on the other side? They've already interfered with our marriage, and now they're interfering with the in-laws on the other side, whether action-wise or even by word of mouth. And therefore, it is very important to define boundaries in all your relationships, marriage included. When it gets to a point that boundaries are being overstepped in your marriage, that is another red flag. Number 4, unhealthy competition. You might come to find that before these two people are married, maybe they were working or something and they are providing 1, 2, 3 things for their parents, their brothers, their sisters, and their family, even the extended family. And now, when another person comes in the name of a husband or a wife, some of these privileges that are being given to these other people will be withdrawn because there are more needs to be taken care of here. And now, this being the reason, they will see this person who has come in the name of a husband or a wife to their daughter or their son is the bad one. And therefore, they do all they can to compete for the attention, for the time, and for the provision from their person. And this might come in a very ugly way, which at the end of the day affects the marriage in a very bad way. Any unhealthy competition is poisonous and messes up with the marriage that we are talking about. If you look and see this kind of competition taking center stage in your marriage, that's a red flag. Number 5, our last point for today, is campaigning for separation and divorce. This is serious. If, for example, you see your mother-in-law or father-in-law, your brothers, sisters, in-laws, they are saying that you are better separate and not together, and they are campaigning for this day in and day out. What are you still doing there? You would rather be alone. You are better alone. What are you still doing with that animal, with that devil, those witches, everything that they might say? What are you still doing with that monster? Terrorizing you, cruel to you, making you live through fear. Then they are campaigning for you two people to separate or to get divorced. Remember, this is your marriage, both of you. And if you are to separate or to divorce, it should be a decision made by both of you, but not to those other external people, those in-laws. This will be too much. And it is going to affect you so badly if you give in to it. If you note that this campaign of separation and divorce is taking center stage in your extended family, that is a serious red flag which needs to be addressed as soon as possible. In conclusion, it is very important for each one of us to understand no one is an angel. Your mother-in-law is not an angel, neither is your daughter-in-law. Your brothers-in-law are not angels, neither are your sisters-in-law. That extended family in your in-law, they are not perfect. Nobody is perfect. And therefore, there are those mistakes which can be understood, can be forgiven, and people can be able to carry on. But there are some other mistakes, quote unquote, which are too much, cannot be accepted, and you must defend your partner, your marriage, and your family with all that you have. Ensure you are not stuck in the in-laws dramas. Thank you.